Welcome to Kaumudy Global. India is now on a come-what-may path regarding G20 summit. Asian and European countries are shocked to see the diplomatic approach taken by India. China went to help Pakistan, but it received a major setback. When China and Pakistan opposed making Jammu and Kashmir the venue for the G20 summit led by India, India played a different game. The G20 summit will now be held in two locations, Jammu and Kashmir, which borders India with Pakistan, and Ladakh, which shares a border with China. Two birds with a single stone for India. To China, it's a situation to watch as a mute and witness as the world leaders come to Ladakh for the G20 summit and take a walk around. The participating nations would now view the situation on the border. China did not think of such a grave situation and that India would start such an international diplomatic game. Do you know what the situation is in China now? China, without a clue, continues to pull the strings and is persistently interfering in the affairs of other countries for everything necessary or unnecessary. China had taken Pakistan's side against Kashmir being the venue for the G20 summit. Chinese spokesperson Zhao Lijian has strongly criticized India's move to host the 2023 G20 in Jammu and Kashmir. Earlier, China had urged India to avoid politicizing the issue of the proposed G20 event in Jammu and Kashmir to be organized by India. Zhao Lijian, the Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson, while responding to a question on the proposed G20 event by India, said that instead of focusing on the planned event, major economies should focus on the steady recovery of the world economy after the COVID-19 pandemic. Zhao said that China's position on Kashmir is consistent and clear-cut. It's a legacy issue between India and Pakistan. It should be properly resolved in accordance with the relevant UN resolutions and bilateral agreements. Comments from China's Foreign Ministry spokesperson come after Pakistan rejected any Indian plans of holding certain G20 events in J&K. Zhao also defended China laying out and implementing the China-Pakistan economic corridor through the disputed area in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. China sympathizes with Pakistan. That is, China shares Pakistan's concern on the Jammu and Kashmir issue. China also repeats Pakistan's claim that India is illegally occupying Jammu and Kashmir. So India thought of giving this gift to China, who is keeping Pakistan together. Modi is planning way ahead for China's displeasure. Whatever happens, India has decided to hold the G20 meeting in Kashmir as well as in Ladakh. With China strongly opposing the holding of G20 meeting in Jammu and Kashmir next year, the Modi government's move is to go ahead with its decision strongly. There is no doubt that this is a huge blow to China. In fact, after the central government revoked the special status of Jammu and Kashmir in August 2019, there is now a clear, strong motive for hosting the G20 summit in Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. If you ask what the goal is, India has a big goal to show the world how Jammu and Kashmir is functioning smoothly and healthily as part of India. The Lieutenant Governor of Ladakh, R.K. Mathur, sanctioned the nomination of an IAS officer and an IPS officer of his administration to coordinate with the Ministry of External Affairs for preparations for the G20 events to be held in the Union Territory next year. The Modi government had in August 2019 stripped the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir of its special status and reorganized it into two union territories. Pakistan, supported by China and Turkey, had then launched a campaign making a renewed attempt to internationalize its dispute with India over J&K. India had blocked all attempts by Pakistan and China to bring the issue of J&K back on the formal agenda of the United Nations Security Council. India is set to assume the presidency of G20 in December this year. Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal was appointed as India's Sherpa for the G20 in September 2021. According to the Ministry of External Affairs, India will hold the G20 presidency from December 1, 2022 and convene the first G20 Leaders Summit in 2023. India's representation at G20 summits has been led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi since 2014. The G20 countries include Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, Germany, France, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Mexico, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, South Korea, Turkey, the United States and the United Kingdom. This is Anjana signing off. Do like and share this video. For further updates, subscribe to Kaumudy Global.